Still seems like you're struggling with exactly how to deal with.
Come
Deal
on,
with
brother.
what?
Come on.
Cause I ain't on y'all.
Why all the women? Once a dude call another dude out, you see all the women on his side. No, this guy's wrong right now.
Seem like you making it seem like you turning into a panda bear right now. Because if a woman get out her body around any real man, he gonna put her in a place.
Well, I didn't say a word because I didn't get to finish my sentence because he overtalked the whole fucking thing I said.
Sure did.
Clearly,
Because she about to start lying.
See, that you doing it
Because
again.
if she was that good, she would have a man.
I just want to say this.
If you
Everybody
have a
in the
man,
goddamn
then-
comments.
We
at
are
one
speaking
point-
general.
at
Why
one-
do you every time you say something about a woman, she takes it where I ain't like them?
Not one
Well, you
word.
could have said what you
We
wanted to
let
say
y'all
instead of that
talk-
stupid.
Still talking over
Because I
them.
wanted to.
Yo, Mac funny as hell.
It's like when you dating, right? So if you dating a woman and she has kids and you want to take her serious and she has an active, good relationship with her baby's father, do you think that is looked down upon as per se a woman with deadbeat baby daddies?
I mean, listen. This conversation in general can go back and forth forever with different people depending on their perspectives. I mean, in general, everybody got to have their shit together. You know what I mean? The mother has to have her stuff together. The father has to have his together. And if they don't, if somebody lacking on whatever part, it's just the structure is gonna collapse at some point. But I mean, I'm big on a man has to be a man. I'm just big on that. You know what I mean? So the man is the patriarch and the forefront leader of a family. So by his leadership, a woman is compelled to follow a strong man just by nature.
Not these new ones.
That's just by nature. Even if they rebuttal, they design to follow a strong man.
No, he's right about that. They're designed to follow the leader, or at least the strongest leader, but the ones today are definitely gonna have a lot of pushback, even in the midst of a true leader.
By nature, they are. But the mouth, like when we talk about these traditional relationships, like I feel, well, I ain't gonna say feel, I think that most women don't know how to handle a real man. Because like I've been in the presence of real women, real feminine women. They don't go back and forth with men. They don't raise their voice over men.
That's true.
You know, if they have a situation that they don't agree with, they'll address it in private in a feminine manner. They don't do like these women or attack our manhood by if you raise your voice at me, what do you think you're gonna get in response to that? Like
that's like the grandmothers from back in the day. They already know the presence of a man. They know things can get reckless. They not about to step to a dude because they know the power that a dude actually has. But a lot of women today, they were raised with guys, so they feel like they are a guy. So yeah, the mindset is way different.
I don't even let a man talk to me like that. So you want me to accept you talking to me any kind of way because you're angry?
No.
Like, baby, I'm not no kid. I'm a man. And on top of that, I'm the type of man that most women are looking for. I'm a protector and a provider. So with that being said, you're not gonna treat me like no 50-50 nigga. You gonna respect me. If I'm taking care of you and making your life easier, it's the same way when you meet women. You know women that you can get some for free with. You know some that you got to pay some money to. It's levels to this shit. And you got to understand, baby, I'm on a different level. So you can't treat me like you treat these other niggas. It's a certain amount of respect that I require if you want me to take you serious. Now, you can be who you want to be. I'm not trying to argue with that. I'm not trying to change you. But you got to understand, for me to take it there with you, it's a certain level of respect that I require as a man. And I'm not going to go back and forth with you about that.
Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. I think most men should have those boundaries, but in today's society that we live in, you can't think like that. A woman is equal to you, regardless whether you pay 100% or not. Granted, I think women should be respected. The man should be respected. I think both parties should respect each other. But at the end of the day, we got to learn a form of where biology takes us to where the role of a man, the role of a woman, and how each two kind of coexist with each other. But I think that balance is lost to where chicks think they guys You might have some guys think they girls and both don't know how to operate with each other accordingly.
Yeah, so now I'm listening to my friend and I'm seeing what he has to adjust with. It's real simple. I know everybody on the internet like, man, they screaming in the phone right now because it's I see that might be where you might lose it at, and you might get a misunderstanding the ability.
I ain't gonna lie, the doctor definitely like he on some juice or something. The doctor look like he been juicing, bro. Ain't no way. That's just natural.
To adjust because you're so alpha, because I understand it because that's how I am. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm basically saying is when you have these feelings of where you feel like a woman ain't being a woman, it's differences that you have to comprehend on how to deal with that. So I was watching one guy and he would say something like he will feel a certain type of way if he would even see a man arguing with a woman. Right there, he will look at this man different, because what real man argues with a woman?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
but what real woman raises her voice at a man?
Right. But
so
see,
you get what you. So what I'm saying is, it has to be a level of respect at the end of the day. And I think these new modern women don't respect men. I think that they want their cake and eat it too.
Okay, right.
As society has transitioned and changed so much, it's both parties argue with each other. I don't see anything. I don't see any changes coming from it. I feel like women gonna argue with men gonna argue with women, because I think society has just, with social media and just with the broken households, that's what the new norm is now.
But so it's like, what you gonna lower yourself to what they be doing, so you gonna act like how they act, like, okay, you know better. So you know, okay, this woman don't even know how to treat a man. Goodbye.
Why you think I'm single, motherfucker?
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But at the same time though, Mac, even with you being single, it still seems like, from how you talk and how anybody would perceive it, it still seems like you're struggling with exactly how to deal with.
Deal with what?
Come on.
Cause I ain't on y'all.
Why all the women? Once a dude call another dude out, you see all the women on his side. No, this guy's wrong right now.
Come on.
No,
I ain't
hold
never
on,
on
because
y'all
when
side.
two or more women agree, is always wrong. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. That's why I had to say
No,
what
go
I
ahead.
said.
Speak your
I don't
piece.
agree with them. Okay.
No, speak your piece. No, no. Go ahead.
Your piece, man.
We didn't say a
No,
word.
okay.
Speak
But
your
hold
piece.
on. But what I'm saying is, it seems like how you deal with them, that negative of you will come out.
What do you mean how I deal with them? I just
Like-
fuck them and leave. I'm not dealing with them.
No,
so what are you talking about?
I'm only. I don't
I'm
know.
treating them as such.
No, listen to
You're
me,
not
Mac.
gonna get far with me acting like a nigga.
No, but listen to me, Mac. I'm not saying that because I wouldn't know. I ain't in the bed with you with them, right? Like, I wouldn't know. I'm just only going off of how you're talking.
I'm not getting the point.
Yeah, he not saying nothing wrong.
Mac.
I'm not.
Okay, let me put it like this. The way you're talking, it seems like you'll argue with a woman, even though you don't.
I got what he said.
You see what I'm saying? Even though you don't.
And
So-
see, and I don't mean to cut you off, but see, this is where the line draws, right? Because when a man stands up for himself, females call him sassy. So this is what I'm saying. If I put you in your place, if you get out of your place as a man, I put you back in your place, I'm handling you exactly how I should.
Now, you heard what you just said?
Without arguing. I'm simply saying this, baby. You don't talk to me like that.
Right.
I'm a man and you gonna respect me. Am I gonna kid a cat rat? No, I'm not gonna do none of that.
No,
but
but
what I will do is show you the exit to the door.
But hear me
That's
out.
what I would.
Hear me out. Listen to what.
And let me interject him real quick. This is a podcast. You can't go off of his podcast decor and the way he talked to y'all and say that that's how he handle his relationships. And if you check someone or a female about something she's doing wrong, there's nothing wrong with that, because you have to let certain things be known. Somebody don't know unless you let them know. If they get out of line, if they do it again, that's a problem. You can hit the door. But if you let them know early, there is nothing wrong with that. I think the doctor is definitely conflating the fact of him having his boundaries and saying that he argues with women outside of the podcast setting to just because he has those boundaries. And I think more men probably should have those boundaries, and probably more women probably wouldn't get out of line and disrespect guys as much as they do.
What you just said. Remember, I'm a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what you just said. You said, put you in your place. The first thing she gonna say is, how dare you talk to me like that? Put me in my place, even though it's in your mind.
After she just disrespected me.
No,
So that means she just got out of place.
It seemed like you turning into a panda bear right now. Because if a woman get out her body around any real man, he gonna put her in a place. Here's the thing. Let me clarify this, right? Because we gonna be on the internet. See, you have to realize that nowadays these women don't want to be put in their place. They take the words and make it seem like he's gonna argue back with me. No, I'm not gonna argue back with you, but I'm gonna tell you, baby, that there's a level of respect that I require to be in my presence. That's not being sassy. That's telling you who I am.
No, I agree with you.
And I would say any man that allows a woman to disrespect him in any way is the sassy nigga. Any man that don't want to speak up for himself is a sassy ass man.
Listen.
Yeah, all that happy wife, happy life, that was BS. That's something that men taught themselves to cope with because they didn't want to lose the woman. Then they got disrespected. They end up losing money. They end up getting put in bad financial situations because of the happy wife, happy life. His happy man got a plan. Usually, a chick with no guidance will send you down a road of destruction, and that is a fact. So as a man, you definitely need to make sure you have boundaries set in place to where you in control of the show. You're not being controlled.
I agree with everything you saying, but it's all about the conversation and how you go about it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's why I simply said, did you hear what I said? I said, if she disrespects me, if you disrespect anybody on this panel, you get what you asked for. If you want to have a conservative conversation with me about something you don't like, then you approach me in the manner that you would want me to respond. But you getting loud with me and talking crazy to me as a man, what do you think gonna happen? You think I'm gonna come back and say, well, baby, you don't talk to me like that? I'll be like, no, baby, you got me fucked up. Who you think you're talking to?
Right, but see, there you go, Mac. See, now you will find yourself going back and forth with a woman.
I don't do that. I speak my piece and show them to the door. I don't go back and forth with nobody.
My nigga.
If I may interject.
And actually,
I agree.
If I may interject. So listen, gentlemen, I don't think either one of y'all are saying nothing that's right or wrong. I think the problem with both men and women is accountability in a relationship.
Yeah.
So a man,
I agree with that.
A man don't have no business arguing with a woman simply because his actions should check her. If you are being childish in any manner towards somebody that's grown and they continue to act grown, what they're going to do is show you a mirror effect, which means they're going to show you how foolish you're acting because you're left alone in your own vices and your foolishness. You ain't got no business going back and forth with nobody.
Facts.
I'm going to show you who I am through my actions.
Yeah.
Another thing about relationship, this is both on men and women part. Because I don't think the problem is women this, women that, women this, or men this, men that. The problem is accountability. When you first meet people, they are almost always going to show you who they are in the first 6 months to a year. You then have that choice to make the decision whether to deal with that person or to move forward with them, thinking you can move past whatever red flags you saw.
Man, motherfuckers don't last that long with
Just
me.
listen.
So
Hear me out. Hear me out.
6 months? That's a stretch.
Hear me out, though. Listen. The thing is accountability. Okay, when you meet a woman and she's disrespectful, when you talk to her with the utmost respect and she's still being disrespectful, you have the choice then to leave her where she is.
Facts.
Okay, the fact that you are trying to still prolong that relationship thinking she's going to move past what she is, regardless of how respectful you are to her, that means the fault is on you. It's no longer her fault. And that's vice versa with women. If she's dealing with a clown dude and he's showing her everything that he is, a player, a pimp, a hustler, a disrespectful guy, and she chooses, you know what, I'm gonna hang on to this dude because I think there's something about, I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Whatever it is that he shows her beyond that point, once he shows her what she is, she signed up for that.
Don't you know people out here like toxic shit?
That's pretty real right there. I mean, yeah, if the woman chooses it, she chose it, that's her life to live. Most people sign up for situations that they are willing participants in most of the situations that they sign up to be a part of. All this, he just changed. No, the signs were always there and once the first sign came out, you should either nipped it in the butt or you should have left. So
why do you think these women say ain't no good men out here? Because the men that ain't cheating ain't fun.
But you know why?
They don't like lames. They like the men that ain't shit, that go to the club and have sex with all the women, the men that all the women want. They dodge the men that would do right by them.
Right, but
So, and this is everybody, because I like toxic bitches,
Yeah,
but I just ain't gonna put up with it for too long.
but that's just it shows.
Hey, now Mac talking about he like the toxic ones, but see, Mac not looking for a relationship. So in the world that he in, he's just having casual sex. You know, it is what it is, whether he like the toxic ones or not. Now, if one wants to be in his life and stay in his life, he needs the opposite of toxicity to stay in his life. But just to come into his life, it doesn't matter if it's toxic or not. I understand where you're coming from.
To what we all see and what's going on is all lustful desires.
For sure.
So a person will deal with somebody like us. We'll deal with it because we want the buns. You see what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Yeah,
And it's
facts.
the same way with women right now, which I don't think is appropriate. I don't think
But
y'all
they
should be
didn't
doing
turn
what we
them
be
into
doing.
men.
You know what I'm saying? But they do. And they dealing with men because they like the LD. They like to be held at night. All that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's messing up at for me on how
You
I
don't like
think.
the whole women at night?
No, it ain't that I don't like the whole. I'm just saying how they should look at things. You know what I'm saying? We are going to look at things from an intellectual, not intellectual, intimate perspective. You know, we're going to look at that. We are not.
I just want to know how many CCs the doctor is on, because whatever cycle this man is running, I need to figure it out, see if it's a healthy cycle, because this dude is huge. I don't know how he got that large. It don't look humanly possible. But let's continue.
naturally lustful creatures. Women don't supposed to do that, like I keep saying, but they do. You know what I'm saying? They looking at how we look at things, and that's where I always go wrong. In the same way with men. Men are looking at things from a woman's perspective.
You know why?
I'm gonna say this real quick. I think anybody is capable of anything. I don't put past a woman that's able to be promiscuous and say that it's not supposed to happen. It happened. It can happen. And I think that you have to have separation of categories in society. I think there's a place for freaks, hoes, promiscuous women. I think there's a place for that in society. You know what I'm saying? Just like there's a place for families, for every woman that want to be kept, there's going to be a woman that don't want to be kept. Now, I will say this. The society itself, that's what changes that type of order. I think the more advanced the society is, I can't even say that, because even in societies that's not as advanced, you still gonna have women that might step out and be promiscuous. It might be less often, but anything is in everybody. Anybody is capable of anything. That's basically the point I'm trying to make right there.
Because the women are okay in this shit. This is what I was talking about
I
when we
agree.
was off
They
camera.
have a lot of
They
power.
glorify
Y'all do for you.
every fucking
Y'all
thing
do.
that's
Y'all have
feminine about a
lot
man.
of power,
You
and
think-
y'all abuse it.
You think men would be wearing tight ass pants if women didn't okay that shit? You think men would be wearing purses
Now,
if
what you
girls
gotta
didn't
say,
okay
Bree? Hold
that
on,
shit?
Bree got something to say. What you
Yeah,
got
go
to
ahead.
say, Bree?
Okay, I'm hearing what you say and I'm listening. But the whole conversation is men are putting women in a box. You got 3 women sitting here, but y'all haven't asked us not one question. Y'all went back and forth with this conversation and had not got one perspective from not one woman on this panel. Because
sorry.
now you can't put woman in a box. You saying every woman don't have the same requirement.
We said
So-
most women. We
No,
didn't say
y'all
every
see-
woman.
We
So
said what you.
my
every
thing
week.
is
Is
this.
you gonna
Bree.
let us
You
talk?
gonna let me
Hold on,
talk?
hold on,
Let us-
hold on.
no,
Calm
but she
down.
can
Just
speak and
hold
let
on.
us
Calm
talk.
down.
No,
Calm down.
you just cut
This
off.
is before. No, fuck that. Because every time we have a conversation, y'all always taking it personal. We are speaking in general. Get out of y'all feelings. We
At
are
one
speaking
point-
general.
at
Why
one-
do you every time you say something about a woman, she takes it where I ain't like them? Of course, it's always upset. There are always exceptions to the rule. But you all 3 of y'all, every woman I know, every time we talk in general, you take it personal. We're not talking about you.
Now, at what point did all of us sat here and we didn't say absolutely not one
Well, you
word?
coulda said what you
We
wanted to
let
say
y'all
instead of that
talk,
stupid
and you
shit.
still talking over
Because I
me.
wanted to.
Yo, Mac funny as hell. Bro, Mac Mall is funny as hell, bro.
But
Now-
And I'm done.
But hold on.
he said and that's stupid shit.
Nah, Bree,
You ain't talking
because
about shit.
I really want to get that intellect from you on a good woman, if we could say that. You know what I'm saying?
she like niggas ain't shit
how
neither,
you
so
think
stop capping.
a woman
Oh,
should
damn.
be thinking? Because you're saying this. This is what you're saying. You saying Well, I don't think like that.
Well, I didn't say
Let
a
me-
word because I didn't get to finish my sentence because he overtalked the whole fucking thing I said.
Sure did.
Clearly, if you
Because she
can-
about
if
to
you
start
can-
lying.
See, that you doing it
Because
again.
if she was that good, she would have a
Hey,
man.
I just want to say this.
If you
Everybody
have a
in the
man,
goddamn
nigga.
comments, y'all see what we got to put up with. So when y'all go up under there and y'all start going viral, and y'all start reacting to all of our shit, trying to put us on there, trying to say that we overtalk him all the time. Prime example right here. He don't even know what the
I
hell
did
I was
that
gonna
on purpose.
say.
You ain't finna
He
say
ain't
shit.
See, he don't know
'Cause
what
you
the hell
would've
I was
said
gonna-
it.
There you go.
Say it.
I ain't gonna lie, he got a point. If you had something to say, you would have went right with the statement, ma'am. You could have just went right out with it. You got to get it off the tongue. But now you just want to argue just to argue now instead of actually get your point out. I understand where you're coming from.
Have a good day.
What you got to say?
Amazing.
Just stop.
Gotta say,
Say
it.
it.
There you go. I'm done.
What you got to
but-
say?
I ain't got
But
nothing to say.
now,
Nothing.
I ain't
Okay.
got nothing to say. I'm gonna
Now
let you
that
have
we
it.
got past that, I
ahead.
really want to get
This is a men's show.
intellect. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not.
We just at the men's show.
That's how y'all feel. I'm sorry, but real talk. What? How would you go about?
I don't
this
have
thing?
no comment.
No. Okay, Toya.
I don't have no comment.
Okay.
Right. They rather.
Why do women get so much into their feelings? This is a debate, and it's on the internet, man. This is gonna be entertainment and education. You need to treat it as such. You don't have to get so much into your feelings.
argue to make their point. This is why. That's why I
can't
did what
make
I
a point
did.
because
Because
he
I know
talking.
them. They full of shit. They just want to talk, bro. That's it.
That's the whole
'Cause
purpose
it-
of us being here to talk.
About
If we
dumb
can't
shit.
talk- if we can't
Because
talk-
when you ask them to say something, they rather argue about why it ain't being said, other than just say what the fuck they want to say. They want to take everything personally.
Every week. This is it right though.
I will say this.
Oh man.
I have an open ear for what the women have to say. Again, I will say, and I'm not taking their side or the men's side, I'm just speaking in general. So I think in order us to have a collaborative effort, we do need to hear each other's point of view, and let's respect each other, hear each other's
Thank
point
you.
of view. Again,
If someone is wrong though.
accountability. No matter what you say about women or what the women say about men, we all have a fault in what we sign up for. So no matter how many fingers we point, there's three always pointing back at us. So there's nobody's fault. I think we need to fix each other before we start embarking on new situations
exactly.
or even dating in general. And just know that when you do start dating and interacting with people, you have to be open-minded and mature enough to accept what comes with that person. You can't go into a relationship trying to change them or morph them into what you want them to be. If you can't respect them enough to deal with them on their level and how they are, and maybe they'll evolve with you from that point on, then just go on and do what you got. Be a player or be a hoe, whatever it is that you want to do. Get out here and sow your royal oats until you are able to be grown enough to deal with people from where they are. You don't know what they've been through and how they held up in spite of what they've been through. So you have to understand that they've been through shit, and maybe you are stronger in one area and they're weaker in the next. Maybe they're strong in this area and you're weaker. But you have to be able to be compatible with that person in order to make it work. Doesn't matter how many children you bring in the world by that person. You just brought children in the world with a problem.
Yeah, I feel like if you get with someone that you appreciate about 90%, probably 80-something% of them, you need to focus on that 80-something%. You need to focus on more of the good and then change the bad over time. Because if you can actually deal with them on a long-term basis situation, then that's not a bad thing. You know, a lot of people want perfection. They try and seek out perfection, and that's very unrealistic. But if people go into it knowing that both parties are going to have, you know, problems and things that they're going to have difference of opinion on, it's okay, though. If you work through it, it'll be all right. It'll all work out in the end if y'all are both willing to understand each other.
So I think
married.
as grown, we all grown. I'm knocking on 50. I think the women have something to say. We should respect that. Give them a chance to get on the panel, speak their minds, because I'm obviously interested in what they have to say. I'm interested always in what the guys have to say because we speak in each other's sentiments. I want to hear what sentiments the girls have to say. But at
They
the
ain't
end of the
say
day, I
nothing.
think all of us to some point has been Europeanized, and we take on a lot of European practices. I think
Okay, now he going a little farther. Now he going somewhere this don't need to go at. He's bringing up white people stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with white people. This is all conversation and discord that's been going on in our neighborhoods for generations after generations. I'm starting not to appreciate what he's saying right now.
we've all lost our way as black men and women in this world in general on what our natural culture is and what we're supposed to do to interact with each other. So that's a problem in itself in general. But to start to fix it, I think we need to meet each other on common ground, respect each other's opinion, and see how we can fix it on a collaborative effort, if that makes sense.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Now,
Absolutely.
why y'all couldn't say that?
Because we can't.
I'm not even going
Look at that.
I'm about to pull your hair.
They still don't.
Get up here.
I'm just
Let me
saying,
put one of them
why
dry ass
always got to
curls.
be a man to say stuff like that?
We into it after this.
I'm sorry. Next question.
No, I'm gonna let them talk.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let the ladies
So
talk.
what? So
I
like,
actually don't have no comment because I don't.
Right. You see, this is what I'm saying. They make a
You
lot
don't
of
have to say
noise and
that.
ain't
I
got
just
shit to
don't
talk
got no
about.
comment.
This is why they can sell the internet whatever. I know these motherfuckers, and they just be yapping.
Didn't you ask us what we
Y'all
had to say? Didn't
asses
he just say
capping.
he want to hear what we got to say? Why he talking?
But you not saying anything.
If he just asked
Cause
us,
you
we
not
gonna
saying.
have a-
She said literally, I ain't got no comment. Nobody got shit to say when you give him the mic.
no.
He asked her. He didn't ask either one of us.
Amazing.
But you know,
he keep talking over us, so we ain't get an opportunity
You ain't
to say
talking
we
shit. I just said I'm gonna let y'all speak.
There we go.
Did she
And he's
just
still
not?
talking.
he
And he's
feels
still
attacked,
talking,
y'all.
and he's still talking,
I don't feel
and he's
attacked.
still talking, and he's still
Hey, listen.
talking, and he's still talking, and he's still fucking talking. Shut up.
Somebody gonna make a little
Man,
remix out of
They gonna real. They gonna real. They gonna. But see. Check it out, y'all. That's why I think our
Flipping it up as we speak.
show is so great. You see what I'm saying? I was just telling Toya about it. That's why I think our show is. We are what you call regular folk.
Hold on, butter. Let them talk.
No, we
No,
listening to
don't
you.
say nothing.
Go ahead, butter.
No, just be quiet and let them talk.
Go ahead, bro.
Tell him.
No, be quiet.
Tell him to be
Let
quiet,
them talk.
butter.
No.
He's
Go
and
ahead.
he's still talking, and he's still talking.
Right.
But
No.
That is still talking.
Stop. Let them talk. Go ahead.
Man.
Let's hear it.
You gonna overtalk. As soon as I say something, you
Okay,
gonna open your
now
goddamn mouth.
that ain't
Butter.
gonna Mac. It ain't gonna work because it's
Why
just
he
throwing
being-
everything off. So we already see that it ain't.
Next
gonna work.
question.
So
No, what your questions? Go
Next
ahead.
question.
We letting y'all talk. Go ahead, Kim.
Okay. Matter of
Bree,
fact,
and
matter of fact, that's a good point. Okay,
Next question.
so
Next question.
let's give the women the next question.
Yep.
Next question.
Go
Do
ahead.
it, let's do it like that to throw it back into the morale thing.
Next question.
I know I'm what you looking at me like that for, girl?
I'm just
We
I'm
just here,
just
bud. We just some
looking.
warm body.
I'm saying.
I'm
just
just
warm
looking.
You see what's going on?
She gave me the eye.
Do you
y'all.
see what's going on, right?
Damn, y'all see Kim give me the eye, y'all.
Hold on.
They just playing games now at this point.
We not cracking no motherfucking jokes. This the podcast. Y'all wanted some time to talk. Now fucking talk.
Okay, let's
Let's hear
Mac be getting real with it.
it. Let's hear it. Y'all got so much to fucking say it.
Why are you yelling?
Because y'all full of shit.
I thought
All
you-
three
I
of y'all.
thought you don't
This is why I don't
yell.
want to hear shit come out of y'all mouth.
Why are you
Because y'all
yelling?
just be wanting to argue, bro.
Who arguing?
with anybody.
We ain't even saying
Okay,
shit. He
so
doing all
let's
the
go
arguing
to
with
the
himself.
question.
No, let the women ask the
don't
question.
have
Go
no
ahead.
questions.
I don't have no questions.
Do you
We
care?
just here.
You got a question for
Let's
me?
go.
Come on, Kim. Come on, bring it home. Tell me.
It's
I do have a
hilarious.
question. What the hell is wrong with you?
You can't
Right.
make this shit up. Not the Shop Podcast. man.
I
Slash
mean,
date night.
That's it. Hey, man. Mac Maul was right. They just wanted to talk just to talk. They had nothing to say. They never stood on anything they said. They was just talking, man. They was just yapping, complaining. That is crazy, man. I don't understand stuff like that. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand, that, you know, they want their voice heard, but they don't have anything to say when it's time to say anything. It's like, why are you crying so much to speak when you don't even have nothing to really say? Do you even have any difference of opinion from what he's even saying? You know, is it different from your reality? Like, really talk about what's going on in your day-to-day to see if it matches outside of what he's talking about. But hey, man, this is in a lot of households. This is in a lot of workplaces. This is a lot of just places in general between women and men. Let me know what y'all think about this. This is not the Shop Podcast. Y'all already know I rock with them. Chicago bound. Mac Mall, them boys definitely the truth out there. Like the video, comment below, and until next time, peace.